I don't know who the scientist is. There's some old guy talking about how lobsters, if they didn't feel pressure, they wouldn't know that it's time for a new shell. They would never grow. They grow when they feel this pressure on their skin. Mind you, all of the really traumatic things that happened during this accident, I was asleep for. I was awake, I landed, I was asleep. I woke up again after, all the really crazy stuff, everyone thinking I was going to die. I was just taking a nice nap. It might be a terrible way to think about it, but I had everyone telling me, oh my goodness, God saved you. God's got such incredible things in store for your life, and I just got in this accident and I'm in pain, and that's all I can think about. I'm taking painkillers, I'm still in pain, drinking alcohol to try to numb the pain. Nothing's working. I just want some relief. That was probably the majority of my mind state that first year.
The thing that we heard over and over and over again from everybody was, God must have something really significant, really amazing for Kosta to do, to have spared his life. It wasn't his time to go. So God's not through with him yet. He has great plans for him. And so you would like to see that reflected in your child's character, like there would be this really significant understanding of just how special you are, that, God spared you, saved your life. We kind of, I think, really over the next year, saw him go through periods of almost like depression and anger and frustration. I didn't see a lot of joy that I would think that you might see from someone that understood, hey, this could be a lot worse.
The way I guess you could say it is, after the accident, I had the second chance, but I kind of saw it wrong. After a while, as I said, I just didn't feel right. And eventually I figured it out, it's because I'm not living right, as we say in church culture, right? I wasn't living right, and eventually I knew I needed to. Whatever happened to me, it was like God took me apart piece by piece. Like if you imagine, one of those big elaborate Lego sets, he took me down to one piece. And I know that he did it so that when he built me back up again, I would know that, it was his doing, nothing that I could do on my own. I won't get into too many specifics, but his hand looking back was tangibly over my life. There were things that happened that I can't explain. There's no way that I should be here in the capacity that I am.
As life has gone on, to see Kosta, come to be the man that he is now, the godly man that he is now, it just helps me minister to people that are walking through seasons of their life where they have doubts or they have concerns or they get weary, to encourage them. And with Kosta, it wasn't like a 180 turnaround. It wasn't like, I better do something with my life. God, gave me a second chance here. It was more like layer upon layer we would watch his growth spiritually.
Just like the prodigal son. They're going to take off. They're going to find their own way. They're going to think they know more. It's at the age. It's what they're surrounded with. And all I can do is, is tell you this, to pray and never give up praying, because God is faithful, and sooner or later those kids, children, men or women are going to come back home. And good Lord willing, they're going to find themselves through Jesus Christ.
He did die for us so that we can, one, so that we can be the best that we can be, but two, so that we don't have to face the consequences when we fail. You know, it's gonna sound corny, but I'm just grateful that His grace and mercies really are new every morning. It's like, you know, I'm still human and I still screw up. And it was just a day or two ago, I was just like, God, thank you that you give me chances, because, you know, we don't deserve them. And He still does it. It's real. I'm the proof. I shouldn't be here. Shouldn't be here, you know, multiple times over. But I am.
My heart is full. My heart is happy to see my son healthy, married, serving the Lord, telling other people about the goodness of God in his life, having faith to believe, trust to believe. I'm blessed beyond measure.